how are you feeling right now?
Feel pretty good, man. I'm excited. This is a kind of a one big party. We're just so pumped that all my friends and family, in the States and all of Chanel's all around Canada and doing Singapore, that they're all here for us. It's kind of wild. And looking around here, it's so beautiful. I'm so happy that everyone's here and can enjoy it with us. This is one of our favorite places in the world. So for us to get married here and for everyone to be here for us and enjoy it with us it's an unreal feeling. So pretty pumped.
How do you think you're reacting to see Chanel?
I think I might cry. I'm more of a softie than a lot of my guys think I am. But we'll see. She's going to be beautiful. I know she's someone who's typically skeptical of like her own dresses. She's like, oh, I don't know how I look in this. But with this dress, she's like, Jeff, I love this dress. It's perfect. It's exactly what I wanted. So the fact that she's so confident in it means that she's probably just going to look out of this world, because she always looks beautiful to me. And yeah, so I'm probably going to tear up, and I'm already starting to tear up, but we'll see. Hopefully the waterworks don't come too hard.
Yes. But I feel like that's a good sign of a good partnership, is that like she can bring that side out of you.
Yes.
It's like something that you don't really have around with your boy.
Yep. No, I'm way more vulnerable than I ever used to be. She's definitely broken me down. My guys have seen it a little bit, but she has, broken me down way more than I ever thought I would be able to, which is great.
Should I stand?
Go over here. Just go give her a hug. Is this your wedding suit? Oh, I think this is the suit you wore at the wedding. Really? Wow. You just
Chanel, I love you so much. I'm so happy. I'm already starting to tear up. I'm so happy that we can do this wedding in Canmore together. It means the world to me that, we can do this, even though we got legally married, last year. To have this special occasion with all our friends and family, it's so special. It is too. And I know we're both just so happy to be here. I can't wait to spend the rest of my life with you. Every second with you is just the best. And you mean everything to me. And I just thank you for being you. And I'm so glad I met you in Vietnam 6 years ago. And I love you so much.
ready?
Yeah, can I turn around?
Wait, I have to check your shoulder.
Oh my god. Can I hug her?
Absolutely.
No.
Chanel and Jeff, welcome to your wedding. Please hold hands, you're not strangers. I am thrilled for the life you're creating together and for your marriage. From meeting in Vietnam 6 years ago, your love has already passed the test of distance, and in doing so, has proven itself to be resilient, intentional, and deeply rooted. It's a reminder to all of us that true love doesn't just endure, it travels, it waits, and it grows. Today you stand hand in hand, no longer separated by time zones and geography, excited to declare your love in front of witnesses of the best kind. To our guests, you are the dear and important people in Chanel and Jeff's lives, assembled from near and far to celebrate their union. You are the ones who know them well, and you are an integral part of this ceremony. For the witnesses are just as important to the ceremony as the participants themselves. We feel your love as it fills our day with meaning and is the same love and care that will give these two ongoing support throughout their marriage. In this way, you make this wedding more than just a moment in time between two people. You make this a community milestone to be remembered for years to come. Thank you for being here today. I'd like to start our ceremony off with a quote. You can give without loving, but you can never love without giving. The great acts of love are done by those who are habitually performing small acts of kindness. We pardon to the extent that we love. Love is knowing that even when you're alone, you will never be lonely again. The great happiness of life is the conviction that we are loved, loved for ourselves, and loved even in spite of ourselves. As we've just heard, love is not simply a feeling, but a practice. It's the quiet ways two people choose each other over and over again. In late night FaceTimes and early morning workouts, in goofy jokes and white chicks quotes, in making the effort to understand even when things are difficult. Chanel and Jeff, your journey together is made up of these small acts. It would have been so easy to walk away from each other, to use the initial distance as an excuse not to be together, but each day you chose to stick it out. Another small act that led you both here. Before today, I spoke with both Chanel and Jeff, and though they shared their stories separately, they echoed the same truth. How quickly and naturally they found that they could be fully and unapologetically themselves with each other. There really is a sense of ease between you two, not because love is always easy, but because it feels safe. In each other's presence, there's no fear of judgment, only trust that your words matter, and the promises you make matter too. They spoke, of course, about their shared love of fitness, food, and their dog Yuzu, ever apparent on their Instagram. But what stood out even more was how each of you described the ways your lives have grown because of this love. You talked about how you've each inspired each other to take chances, to open your hearts in ways that might not have felt possible before, and maybe even to learn some new dance moves along the way. For the steepest passes seem to become possible when love is our guide and our rest. That's the beauty of what you've created together, a relationship that doesn't just exist between you, but one that expands and deepens both of your lives. Your bond is not just something you share, it's something that makes each of you more whole. And I know this fact is felt by everyone here today. There is so much strength in the laughter you share and the ease you find in simply being yourselves. This glimpse into your heart speaks volumes about how you connect, not out of obligation or habit, but out of a genuine desire to make each other feel known, seen, and safe. And while no relationship is without its challenges, my hope for you is that this sense of ease, this grounded, quiet knowing, remains ever present in your life together. It's the kind of love that guides you through shadowed valleys and sunlit summits, reminding you always that you are never alone. So, now I want to turn the microphone over to both of you. The promises you're about to make reflect all the paths you have walked and all the paths you'll walk in the future. Day after day, year after year, you're choosing to do it with this person in front of you. Whatever future you face it together. So everyone, pay attention, maybe make some notes. As we hear the vows Chanel and Jeff have written for each other, we want to be reminders of and encourage the strength of this bond between two people we love and who love each other. Jeff, we'll begin with your vows to Chanel.
All right, here we go. Chanel, you may be number 5 according to a luxury perfume, but you are and always will be my number 1. Cheesy? Yeah, but we love cheese. Cliche? Sure, but we've always been a bit cliche. After all, we met traveling on the other side of the world, and I first kissed you under the northern lights in this beautiful country we're all in right now. Sometimes I think how ridiculous it is that we even met in the first place. And probably more ridiculous that we decided to do long distance between Washington, D.C. and Calgary. In the end, it is love that endured. Love is more powerful than logic. It is more powerful than reason. It's what got us through border closures, painful jobs, tough life decisions, immigration headaches, and countless other challenges. Love doesn't always make life easy, but it makes it worth it. When life becomes complicated, love remains simple. In that simplicity is perhaps the greatest piece of wisdom, to follow love no matter the odds. You always cast me as the strong one, yet you have always been the rock that even the greatest flood can't move. You are physically stronger than almost anyone that I know. You know that's true. Yeah, maybe not Evan. Sam. Yet your true strength comes from within. You are the big sister and role model to 2 strong, brilliant women. The caring mom to our loving, free-spirited, crazy pup. The ear to anyone who needs it. And my forever best friend. I vow to always be there for you, whether we are together in person or thousands of miles away. I vow to be strong, but vulnerable, understanding that true strength comes from within. I vow to listen, to understand, to empathize, especially given we were raised in 2 different worlds. Now the one I know you're waiting for, I vow to give you the best back scratches for the rest of our lives together. I vow to always go halvesies on sandwiches, french fries, onion rings, pizza, and more, because I know how much it means to you to share. You usually end up giving me the bigger half anyway, so it kind of works out. So I'll round this out with a very simple line from one of my favorite musicians, and that's, "True love don't fade away." Above all, I vow to find simplicity when life brings complexity, to remind myself that our love for each other is all that truly matters. While everything in life may change, my love for you will never fade. I love you, Chanel, and I'm so excited to continue this adventure until the end of my days with you. Good luck.
Chanel, now we'll hear your vows to Jeff.
Made it.
Oh no. Okay, Jeff, I still remember the first time I met you in Vietnam. There was this instant connection, an attraction that went beyond physical. Your presence made me feel calm, at ease, yet excited at the same time. There was something about your quiet, humble confidence that drew me in, and I knew I had to get to know you better. What began as an innocent crush 6 years ago has grown into a love that now defines my entire world. As cliche as it is, loving you is the easiest thing I've ever done. You are kind, thoughtful, loyal, fun, intelligent, honest, respectful, and yes, occasionally funny.
Lois says she's the funny one.
The abs and cute face are a nice bonus too. What I love most is that you make space for my truest self. You sing along to my made-up jingles, quote ridiculous movies with me, talk in silly accents, and let me play with your chest muscles while we wait for the elevator. You've supported me through life's highs and lows, always pushing me to be my best while loving me just as I am. From the very beginning, you made your feelings clear. There were no games or second guessing, just honesty, patience, and intention. Sure, it took you 4 months and 4 extra days to finally say how you felt. But ever since then, I never doubted your love. Even when I look into your eyes, I feel seen and deeply wanted. You make Yuzu and I feel like we're always your top priority, and we are so lucky to share this life with you. I think often about how one small change, my canceled trip to Thailand, or me quoting a line from White Chicks, led me to you. Call it fate, destiny, the butterfly effect, whatever it was. I know I was meant to find you in this lifetime. Together, we've already weathered so much. A cross-border relationship, stressful careers, a global pandemic, and immigration headaches. And there's no one else I'd rather do it all again than with you. So today, in front of everyone we love, I make these vows to you. I vow to love you unconditionally, to cherish you every day, and to never take for granted the bond we share. I vow to be your unwavering supporter, your partner through every storm, and your safe place to land. I vow to fill our days with laughter, joy, and spontaneous one-hit wonders by yours truly. And I vow to play with your chest muscles, aka big titties, at the elevator, even when we're late.
Oh, you're crazy.
You've taught me that love does not have to be loud to be powerful, that it's the quiet support, the unwavering presence, and the everyday gestures, like making my favorite meal or back scratchies before bed. You've shown me what it means to be loved fully without condition. Sorry, I'm almost done. I know our future together will be filled with endless laughter, world travels, sweaty workouts, cozy nights, adventures with our sweet girl Yuzu, along with many more furry friends, and silly traditions with our family. I hope our future kids inherit your curly hair, your athleticism, your creativity, and your deep love for bread. Jeff, I vow to be your best friend, your loudest cheerleader, your partner in every adventure, whether it's on the dance floor or beyond, and your forever home. I love you now and always, until our very last breath. So let's triple TKA, and time to totally kick ass this marriage.
So now, I have a question for each of you, and hopefully you have the same answer. Jeff, do you promise to take Chanel as your wife? Do you promise to love and respect her, to be a partner in all of her successes and failures, her happiness and her sadness?
I do.
Chanel, do you promise to take Jeff as your husband? Do you promise to love and respect him, to be a partner in all his successes and failures, his happiness and his sadness?
I do.
Excellent. That's what I was hoping for. And so we've come to the rings. The final ritual in a wedding ceremony is to make your commitments tangible. Your rings are the physical representation of the vows you have made to one another today. They symbolize the sanctity of your marriage and are a constant reminder of your love. May we please have the ring for Jeff to give to Chanel. Jeff, please place this ring on Chanel's finger and repeat after me. Chanel, with this ring,
Chanel, with this ring,
I give you my heart.
I give you my heart.
I promise to love you always,
I promise to love you always,
to honor and cherish you,
to honor and cherish you,
and to be faithful to you.
and to be faithful to you.
Chanel, please place this ring on Jeff's finger and repeat after me. Jeff, with this ring,
Jeff, with this ring,
I give you my heart.
I give you my heart.
I promise to love you always,
I promise to love you always,
to honor and cherish you,
to honor and cherish you,
and to be faithful to you.
and to be faithful to you.
Worn on your hands, but carried in your hearts, these rings speak of a love that endured distance, not as an obstacle, but as a promise in motion. A promise that each step, no matter how far, was always leading you back to each other. Should anyone present know of any reason that this couple should not be joined in holy matrimony? Sorry, they've been legally married for over a year. We're here to party. Chanel, Jeff, here with your cherished family and friends, it's my privilege to introduce you for the first time as husband and wife. You may now kiss.
Painting every sunrise. Imagine my hesitation. When time and care is not for imagination. Now you know I'm on to draw these lines over and over. I can look you in the eye and the trail grows colder. Through it all, miracle. Turn around and it feels like home. Through it all, miracle. Turn around and it feels like home. Look around and it feels like home. Lost heart in the golden state. Play the odds on the road, let's travel. Standing out with seasons change, but we're the same. Turn around and it feels like home. Look around and it feels like home. Every morning embraced our moment to make it. Turn around and it feels like home. Look around and it feels like home. Every morning we magic, no other magic ever compared.
Alright, our guests of honor are seated, so I want to invite up the parents of the bride, Ernest and May, first, please. Everyone give a round of applause!
Ladies and gentlemen. So yeah.
It's not open.
Okay.
Is the mic open?
Yeah, it should be on. You just have to speak a little closer to it.
Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, family and friends from Singapore, Norway, UK, USA, Edmonton, and Calgary. We thank you all for coming to Chanel and Jeff's wedding.
I'm Chanel's father, Ernest.
I'm Chanel's mommy. I'm Chanel's mommy, yeah, May, yes. Oh, sorry, it's my turn, Daddy. I'm sorry. Drank too much. Okay. I'd like to thank my family from Singapore, my sister Teresa, my two sister-in-law, Brenda, Karen, my three handsome nephew, Benedict, and the wife, beautiful wife, Jocelyn, my two handsome nephew, Stevenson and Anderson. Okay. Okay, now your turn.
Okay, it's now my turn. I also want to thank my family coming from Edmonton.
Daddy.
Oh, it's coming off. Yeah. Alberta, which is still part of Canada. And Canada is not the 51st state. It is not for sale. Let's drink to that.
Wow.
Let's drink. Cheers to Canada. Okay. Now, I'd like to introduce my family. My sister, eldest one, Candy. My oldest brother, Eric, and his wife, Florence. And my second brother, Willis and Irene. My youngest sister, Karina. And then Mary, the middle one, and the husband, Andrew, and the children.
Okay, yeah. Today we stand before you with full hearts, misty eyes, and a simple question. How did my little girl, Chanel, who is bossing the two little sister, Natalie and Celine, and sometimes mommy, all the time actually, yeah. And oh my God. And in a beautiful wedding dress, looking like a movie star. Okay. From the moment Chanel entered the world, she made it clear she was not here to blend in. She was here to shine.
Chanel, born in Calgary, our firstborn, she hit the ground running. And she hasn't slowed down since. She's been our trailblazer, our negotiator, our entertainer, and occasionally our tiny but fiercest family CEO. Growing up, Chanel didn't just play sports, she dominated them. She didn't just hike mountains, she conquered them. She didn't just talk, she persuaded, charmed, and out-argued us all. She was, and still, the sunbeam that fills every room she walks into, and sometimes she takes over. And we wouldn't have any other way. Now, we watch Chanel tackle life the same way she tackles marathons, weight training, with grit, stubbornness, a touch of bossiness, and a whole lot of heart. We joke that she could talk a mountain into moving. It turns out she could climb it faster instead. But beneath that strength is a heart as tender, and it is fierce. When our beloved dog, Ralph, passed away, we saw the depth of her love, a love that refuses to hold back even when it hurts. And when she went away to Saskatchewan to study, every single night for the last 7 years, there was a call to Mom. Yes, every night we could set the clock by it. Even now, she's living across the border. Chanel calls every Sunday, and of course Jeff too. He's behind the scene. Because no amount of distance can stretch the bonds of this family. Today, we don't just see the little girl who wrapped herself around our hearts. We see a brilliant woman, a scientist, a researcher, a hiker, a baker of cakes and bread, a maker of memories, and now a wife. And then came Jeff, her match. Not because he dimmed her light, no, but because he holds a light of his own. Together, they shine brighter. Together, they share dreams, mountains, movies, meals, and of course, their beloved dog, Yushu. To our new son-in-law, Jeff, welcome to the chaos and love of this young family. You are clearly already fit right into it, and it's already considered as half a Chinese. He loves Chinese food. We knew Chanel is a force to be reckoned with, but you are not just ready. You are right there beside her. Boots lace up, dog leash in one hand, and laughter in the other. You are her partner for the journey ahead, and that's all we ever pray for, Jeff. Now, marriage is like the good old book says, is two become one flesh, not losing themselves, but find a greater wholeness together. Keep showing up for each other, keep calling home. Just a gentle reminder. Never forget that love is not just a feeling, it's a choice. It's a commitment, a sacred bond that reflects the love God has given us. It's not perfect, but it's sacred. It's messy, beautiful, challenging, hilarious, exhausting, exhilarating, all often in one day. You will hike through mountaintops and valleys, literally and figuratively. But if you keep holding hands the way you are doing now, you will always find your way home. Remember, marriage is not always we said 50-50. It's actually 100-100. Some days, love feels like fireworks, but other days, it's more like handing each other your coffee with a heavy eyes and a heavy hearts. But both kinds of love are holy.
10 more pages.
And if you ever doubt it, bake something and make a cake, but just clean up afterwards. Trust us. You know, Chanel and Jeff love to bake cakes and make bread. And marriage is like baking a cake. Sometimes it's messy, sometimes it falls flat, but with the right ingredients and enough patience, it rises into something beautiful. We are so proud of you, Chanel and Jeff. Chanel, your mind, your heart, your spirit, you have always been our miracle. Today, you and Jeff are a gift to each other, and the world is better because you chose love, courage, and a little dog named Yushu along the way. As parents, we have prayed for your happiness, and today our prayer has been answered. We love you beyond words. May God bless you both with laughter, louder than arguments, adventures longer than a road trip, and love deeper than all the mountains you will climb. May your home be filled with dogs, babies. Is there 6 of them? Like a little cake. Desserts, deep conversation, and divine blessings. A successful marriage is just 2 good forgivers, a lot of inside jokes, and ideally, 1 shared Netflix account. Cheers to Jeff and Chanel. Thank you.
It really was.
Yeah, I know.
The
I know, everyone
red
was-
metaphor was unbelievable. That was incredible. Oh, we love you. Thank you so much. That was beautiful. Nice dress, too. Is that Jake?
Beautifully done, guys. That was great. I had to pull back together before I came back up. It was great. All right, guys. I'd like to I'd like to invite the parents of the groom, Bill and Laddie, up for their speech, please. Thank you.
All right. It's a tough act to follow. Good evening, everyone. For those of you who don't know us, we are Jeff's parents, Laddie and Bill. We are overjoyed to be here and celebrate this special day with family and friends.
We're going to tell you a couple stories.
Honey, you gotta talk into that.
You're always telling me
Very bossy, very bossy.
All right. We're going to tell you a couple stories whose narratives we think have some compelling connections and in the process, hopefully provide you with some insights into Jeff and Chanel.
About 7 years ago, Jeff, Bill, and I took a trip to Calgary, where we all fell in love with the Canadian Rockies. We started in Calgary, went to Banff, Lake Louise, and then up the Icefields Parkway to Jasper, where we experienced some of the most beautiful vistas we have ever seen. We hiked all along the way.
We started with relatively easy hikes and gradually increased the length and the vertical rise of the hikes. At the beginning, they were about 2 to 3 miles. But that all changed with Parker Ridge. Yeah. I think the experts would call that the degree of difficulty moderate. I would call it ridiculous. I was ready to stop about halfway up. And Jeff said, "No, you're not. You're going all the way."
Well, we did it. And it was a fantastic journey to the top of the mountain. However, we now had a new problem because Jeff knew that we could do it. So from now on, there was no halfway when we got to a mountain. No pulling the age card. We were going to the top.
Well, we went on to hike some of those beautiful mountains in North America, with Jeff leading the way. However, at Sulphur Skyline Trail, we were treated to something really special. When we reached the point where we could see the top of the mountain, let's say about 100 yards away, after a very difficult climb, Jeff said, "I'm going to run to the top of the mountain, and then I'll come back and get you, and then we'll all go up again." I couldn't believe it. Well, he did it. He did it. He came back and he got us, and we all went up together for Jeff again.
Without Jeff's encouragement and patience, I don't think we would have done nearly as many hikes as we did. He didn't push, but just gently convinced us that we could do it, and we did. Don't make me cry. We have learned a lot from our kids over the years, and this was just one more chapter. We did things we never thought we really could do or would do. Thank you, Jeff, for making it happen for us.
Well, who knew just a year later, Jeff would meet the love of his life in Vietnam. And as fate would have it, she was from Calgary, Alberta, Canada.
Oh my God.
Okay. When they met, they had no idea of the challenges that they would face, the mountains that they would climb, if you will. Just the logistics alone were going to make this a difficult dating relationship. He's in Virginia, she's in Calgary. How's that going to work? Well, they made it work. Once they knew they were soulmates, they shared the same drive, determination, and affection.
Later, when they knew that they wanted to get married, a whole new set of challenges then presented themselves, such as the visa, work permits, green card, etc. The waiting and bureaucratic delays were really difficult, but they overcame that difficult terrain as well. And it all worked out, and that journey brings us here today.
We had already fallen in love with the country, and now we fell in love with the girl. And we couldn't be happier for them.
Jeff's heart is always in the right place. And we were so very happy, even though I'm crying, that he found the perfect match for him and Chanel. Jeff and Chanel make each other laugh. They have so many things in common, and they do so many things together, and they complement each other beautifully. To us, Chanel is already a welcome member of our family, and we love her and love the fact that she loves Jeff. Oh, thank you.
Chanel, we couldn't have asked for a better partner for our son. Do you have one more of those?
There you go. Just a moment.
That's it.
You want the whole thing?
Oh, the whole pack.
That'll make me feel better. Jeff, we couldn't be more proud of the man that you have become. You two bring out the very best in each other. Now let's raise our glasses in a toast. To a lifetime of love, happiness, and adventure. Cheers.
Everyone's getting choked out. One more time for the parents of the bride and groom, everybody. All right, guys. Next, I'd like to invite up the maids of honor, Natalie and Celine. Please.
Hi everyone. You'll notice some common themes in the Young family, so bear with us. Hi. I hope everyone was enjoying their food, especially if you're from the Young or the Crew family, because if there's one thing our family does well, it's eat. And trust me, you do not want to be around us when we're hangry, especially that one. So if you feel like Chanel's getting a little spicy, give her some snacks. She loves snacks. So to get started, hi, my name is Natalie. I'm an elite crybaby at 28 years young, and I'm Chanel's favorite little sister. Sorry, Celine. Celine is our youngest Gen Z sister, the tall, calm, put together one, quietly judging us. So today is a very special day, not just for Jeff and Chanel, but for all of you, as I'll be giving you the inside scoop of the Chanel experience straight from someone who's had a front row seat since the very beginning. Chanel and I grew up close in age, 3 years apart, so I've had the privilege and challenge of growing up right behind her, witnessing just about every version of our lovely bride before Jeff came along. The bossy boss of our household in my childhood, the aggressively sweaty gym girly who trains like she's headed off to the Olympics, the dancing queen who never misses a chance to drop it like it's hot. We'll see that tonight. And the 13-year-old girl who truly believed she was destined to marry Zac Efron. After watching High School Musical at least 10 times, I still have the DVD. I wish I brought it today. Jeff, you were a close second.
No, I know.
He has the body for it. You have the abs for it. I did include that. Didn't know if I want to say it out loud. Each version of Chanel has been a vital chapter in the Chanel experience, all leading her to this very moment, to the life she's building with Jeff and their fur baby Yuzu. As the younger sister, I basically lived in her shadow, often dressed in a matching outfit, always grouped in the same extracurricular class, often crashing her friends' birthday parties that I wasn't actually invited to. Shout out to Mommy May. If Chanel was there, our mom made sure I was right there too by default. And that's when the bossy CEO of my childhood came out in full force. CEO thing, yeah, I got it. With her own freedoms limited, Chanel channeled her energy into managing mine. Telling me what to do, and what not to do, chasing me into my room, squishing me onto my bed, and threatening me with, do it, or tell mommy, or I'll tell mommy. Sometimes with the hand up here. It's getting serious now. But behind every sharp threat, her actions echoed the care of a protective big sister. I may not have understood it at the time, but she was quietly paving the way for me, making my world feel a little bit more effortless. Barely having to figure things out on my own, even to this day sometimes, when she comes home, because she was already there to take the lead for me. Chanel looked out for me in the big moments and the small ones, like when she'd always hold my hand on terrifying, scary roller coasters that I'd been forced to go on because I hate scary rides. And if you know us, we're not exactly the touchy-feely type of sisters. Hugging is gross. Just joking. Or how she's been covering for me for the last 18 years, for getting caught for cheating on my grade 5 math test. My parents are just figuring about that now. Let's just say I owed her big time. So when Chanel loves you, you feel it. Not in grand gestures or emotional speeches, but in the way that she shows up for you. Without failure, she takes your side, hypes you up, spills the tea, which means gossiping, for those of you who don't know. And is always ready to talk shit when you need it most. Jeff, you've seen that protective, assertive CEO in action, so you already know you've got yourself not just a wife, but a full-time bodyguard, personal cheerleader, and the ultimate ride or die. As Chanel and I have gotten older, our mom had a little less control over us. I still found myself following in Chanel's footsteps, but this time by choice. If she got an MP3, I wanted one. Her clothes, borrowed deep, permanently in my closet. That triggered a scarier version of Chanel. She started working out, I gave it a shot. And if you know Chanel, you know her workouts are never casual. Even as kids, it was intense. Whether it was late night 90s cardio kickboxing, Taibo on VHS, Beachbody workouts on DVD, Chanel dominated. Meanwhile, I was there, grasping for air, taking many, many more breaks, but still trying my best to keep up. That same intensity and drive didn't stop at the gym, but grew prominent in all aspects of her life. In my eyes, she moves through the world with a kind of certainty, knowing what to do, what to say, and exactly how to say it. She navigates life with confidence, never doing things half-assed, and somehow always seems to keep things moving even when it's hard. She shows up fully, fiercely, and unconditionally. She owns her space unapologetically with her bold, goofy personality, contagious, extra loud laugh, and those show-stopping dance moves. Over the years, Jeff, you've had the front row seat I once claimed as mine. For 6 years, you've seen the full scope of Chanel. The spicy, snack-loving gym girl, the bold and fiercely loyal bossy sister, the ambitious powerhouse. And through it all, you've loved every part of her. You match her energy, meet her goofiness, and have fully taken over as her Olympic partner as a fellow gym rat. Most importantly, you've joined in to make the Chanel experience even richer, which is all a younger sister could ask for. So while Chanel may have once believed she was destined to marry Zac Efron, she married someone even better. Someone genuine, someone who gets her, someone who chooses her every single day. And most importantly, someone who fuels her love for carbs with freshly baked bread and pastries. Actually married Corbin Bleu.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, he's a baker.
No, Corbin was the flicker. It was the
Just
other
kidding, it was
friend.
a different character in this one. Short face friend. The Chanel experience may have started as a sister exclusive, but I couldn't be happier that she found someone who gets it, who is patient with it and fully embraces it. Thank you for loving Chanel as fiercely as she loves you. And so from the bossy CEO, mini Olympian of my childhood, to the fiercely loyal, dedicated partner she is today, each version of Chanel has been a vital chapter in the Chanel experience. And now, Jeff, you are co-starring in the most important chapter yet, the one she gets to write with you and Yuzu. Chanel, I love you. Thank you for being my big sister. Jeff, welcome to the Chanel experience, where love is loud, loyalty is fierce, and carbs are always encouraged, matching outfits optional. Thank you, everyone.
Hello everyone, my name is Celine and I'm Chanel's other maid of honor and youngest sister. Before I begin, I want to thank Natalie for sharing the Chanel experience. If it were me, I would have likely skipped over a big portion of her childhood, as I, fortunately, wasn't around for the first 10 years of her life. The version of Chanel I know hasn't really changed in my eyes. Not because she hasn't grown or faced any challenges, she absolutely has, because to me, she's always just been my amazing, great older sister. Now, if you don't have an older sister, or even if you do, let me paint a picture of what it's like. Traditionally, an older sister is seen as a protector or a role model, but if you're as lucky as me, she's much more than that. My older sister, Chanel, paved the way for me and Natalie. She was the test subject child, the one who experienced everything first. So naturally, I reaped all the benefits that came after.
She's the favorite.
She taught me that it's okay to be unapologetic with myself. And if you know us, you'll know that Chanel and I are very different. Chanel's extroverted, charismatic, and can command a room with ease. Whereas I'm a little bit more reserved, an observer, someone who watches from the sidelines. But one of Chanel's many gifts is her ability to create space for others to simply be. She makes you feel that being yourself is enough, and I've always carried that with me. She's always taught me the power of being strong-willed. Chanel is confident, determined, and never afraid to speak up, especially about the things she believes in. Her passion for making the world a better place has shaped who I am today. And what's even more inspiring is that her strength is matched with her vulnerability. It might seem contradictory, but it's what makes her so grounded. Also, to be honest, without Chanel, I wouldn't have been exposed to early 2000s music, so I'd be musically lost without her. Now I guess to talk a little bit more about me. Fun fact, I don't remember much about my childhood. Most memories are just bits and pieces, but the ones with Chanel and Natalie are the most clear and most special. One of my fondest moments was when we used to watch Pretty Little Liars together on a black pull-out couch in her pink bedroom, which is now mine. I was about 6 or 7 and obviously had no business watching a show about murder, toxic relationships, or creepy stalkers. But I didn't care because I was happy to be included in whatever my sisters were doing. Now that Chanel lives in another country, we don't get to share those moments as often, but when we do, we've added someone new to the party, Jeffrey. If you ask my mom, she'll tell you that during Jeff's first trip to Calgary, Jeff made himself very comfortable. From an outsider's view, this might seem a little invasive, but for us, it just felt right. He knew where the plates and utensils were. He made coffee for the house and quickly claimed a spot on our sofa in our sunroom. It's like he'd always been there. And that's because Jeff and Chanel share something so special. Sure, they don't share the same blood, thankfully. Heart. Their heart beats for the same values and the same future. They share a love for millennial throwback music, for yuzu, for health and wellness, and most importantly, for really good food. They're like the two wings of a butterfly of the beautiful theory that brought them together. Now, to end this speech off, I thought that as the least experienced sister, I would leave you, Chanel and Jeff, a reminder of what love is. Love is being seen, love is being heard, love is a friendship, love is a commitment. Love is feeling safe enough to be a child again. Love is feeling safe in their presence. Love is being unapologetically yourself, and love is being able to cry in their arms. And at its core, love is an emotion that makes us do crazy, stupid things. There's so much more I could say about love, but I think you guys have it figured out. And I've never said this before, but I love you, Chanel and Jeff. Fate brought you together in our families, and I can't wait to see what your future holds.
You can say so many words.
Awesome job. Give it up for Natalie and Celine. All right, I'd like to invite Billy up to give the best man speech. Yeah, Bill!
All right. What's up, everybody? If you don't know me already, I'm Billy. I'm Jeff's older brother. So we all know who this wedding is really about. But for just this once, I get to make this about him for a little bit. Hey, man. You did it. You're finally married. Although I guess you technically did it like a year ago, and I wasn't there, and most of these people weren't either. So that doesn't really count. Crazy dude. I felt like it was just yesterday where you were on the top bunk yelling at me on the bottom bunk to stop stinking up the room. And I'm not gonna elaborate on that. Or there was me yelling at you to stop using Oddjob while playing James Bond Nightfire on the PlayStation 2 because it was completely unfair. Come on, man. The only character in the game with a top hat as a weapon that defies the laws of physics and is a one-shot kill. I was really good at it. So dumb. It wasn't all that bad, though. We enjoyed sledding together whenever there was a snowstorm, intense football games out in the yard. watching Lord of the Rings or the show 24 way past our bedtime, or driving up to the high school parking lot at 7 o'clock in the morning in my Oldsmobile with the windows down, blasting Ludacris or Lil Jon as everybody around us gave us weird looks. It was a pretty fun childhood. If I had one word to describe Jeff growing up, though, however, it would be bold. And I'll give you a prime example of this. There was this one day when our mom randomly came home with a box of Little Debbie glazed honey buns. If you don't know what these are, they were artificially delicious. We didn't have these very often, so it was a special treat when we did. So back then, Jeff had a sweet tooth. Hard to believe, I know. And so I told him, please save me at least 2 of these honey buns. Not 2 days goes by, I go to look for the box, and it's gone. So I go downstairs, I confront Jeff, and I'm just like, Jeff, did you eat all the honey buns like I told you not to? In a solemn voice, he's just like, yeah. I was so mad at that point. But I took the high road and just stormed right out of there. A bold move, man. But I guess it paid off, because you didn't end up with a black eye, nor in the timeout chair afterwards. Another instance where Jeff had some extra confidence, this time also relating to food, because in the Franz household, food is king. We were in Oregon on a family trip at some restaurant for lunch, and Jeff was apparently hungry, so he ordered a whole plate of steak and eggs with Texas toast for himself, a side of wings, and a milkshake on top of that. I told him right then there was no way he was going to finish all of that. And he just gave me a mean look and made excuses per usual. Well, the food came out, and you knew he looked like you ordered way too much food. But instead of asking if anybody wanted to share with him, all he had to say was, no one can have the toast. Needless to say, we were eating those leftovers for what felt like a week afterwards. And lastly, there was this event in Arizona at a pool involving another person's swim goggles. And I'm not very good at telling this story. So to elaborate on the experience, I'd like to call up a special guest up here. I'll let him introduce himself.
There's a lot of very nervous faces out there, especially those 2 tables right there, and that one, now that I have the mic at Jeff's wedding. But to elaborate on this bold story of Jeff, so we're at the pool, we're probably about 10 years old, Scottsdale, Arizona. Me and Jeff are swimming, pair of goggles and a snorkel, just sitting on the side of the pool. Logically, Jeff goes, oh, anyone can use those, they're for the pool. I'm like, no, some woman just had her mouth all over them and was using them. He's like, no, I think it's for the pool, anybody can use them. Okay, so naturally Jeff swims over, grabs the goggles, using them, swimming around, we're doing something. An old man comes over, berating us, telling us we're terrible kids, walks us over to our parents, and if you know our dads, they're very formidable. Todd, Bill, please stand up. Like, let's show everybody. Like, look at these 2 guys. Like, they stand up, they're ready to fight. This guy knew, well, he was actually older than Bill, so he wasn't wanting any part of these 2 guys. And Jeff just looks at me, he goes, it's just goggles. What's the big deal? And yeah. Thankfully, Jeff found someone a little bit more bolder than him, so you can hold him in line.
Thanks, Tim. Appreciate it. So I think Jeff has tamed down a bit since then, but the reason we brought up some of those experiences is because he still holds some of that boldness today. And that's a good thing, because it's a part of the reason why these 2 are together. As you all know, the 2 of them met while traveling in Southeast Asia at the same time. Going on a trip to that side of the world can be a bit hectic, so it takes a lot of willpower, especially your first time. A few months went by, and while on another family trip, you told us you were flying up to Canada afterwards to quote unquote meet up with friends you met while there. I don't think that was really the case, but you built up that confidence and you found the time to ask Chanel out then. And lastly, once together, you asked her to come to Thanksgiving back in New Jersey that very same year without her having met any of us beforehand. You know Thanksgiving is a big deal in our family, so props to you for taking that step to invite her out for it. Well, This old belt strategy all worked out. We all loved her the day we met her. Bubbly, kind, friendly. She fit right in. You guys also complement each other very well. Each of you outgoing, animal lovers, goofy. She also goes to all your 6 a.m. spin classes. I mean, for me, whenever I'm around, I just have to show you up and compete against you. But for her, that just means she cares, which is all you can ask for. There was also this one day I was staying at your apartment in DC, and I was in the middle of working, when all of a sudden I saw her holding on to you for dear life in this awkward position where you could still kind of walk around and carry her at the same time, and you both were just dying in laughter. Not sure if I'm describing this right. But anyway, I was just looking at you two, shaking my head at how weird it was. But at the same time, I was just like, that's it. She's the one for you. Anyway, Jeff, congrats, dude. And Chanel, welcome to the family. We're happy to have you.
Hello. Well, Jeff's gonna do it, but I wanted to say hi.
That's great.
It's my time to shine. Just kidding. I may have had a few drinks.
Oh, you're funny. This will be short. I wanted to say hello. Jill and I wanted to thank everyone for being here on our special day. It means so much to us that you guys are all here. We didn't exactly pick the easiest spot to get to. Some of you are traveling from the UK, Singapore, yeah, the USA, all over the US, all over Canada as well. It really means so much to us that you guys did make this trip to us, to see us. And even if you secretly came here just to see Lake Louise, I totally forgive you. This place is unreal. In all seriousness, this is a truly special spot. It's Chanel's backyard, having grown up in Calgary. I've come to love it, maybe even more than Chanel, which is really saying something. It's amazing when a place can bring so much joy, and we wanted to share that with all of you. So again, it just means so much to us that you're here and you're enjoying this spot. So I'll end that and say, let's just breathe in the fresh mountain air, enjoy ourselves, have one hell of a party. Cheers to us, cheers to all of you for being here for us. We don't have our
So living that good life. Good life. I'ma do me, I can't do it no different. Gold shades tinted, yeah, I got the right vision, yeah. I won't let you down, we about to paint the town. Got the people all around, we been surfing on the crown, yeah. We them cool kids with the roof down, yeah, we let loose, so lighten up, break the rules now. Yeah, we wild out the house with the tunes loud. On top of the clouds, looking round. Yo, how we ever getting down? Oh, I'm just going with the flow. Hey, you just gotta let me know. I think that it's about that time to go. One time for the gram, no. Go ahead, strike the pose. Got the city on lock. They ain't seen nothing like it. Got the whole spot popping. Ooh, it gets so exciting. Had the time of your life. Can I get that in writing? Ay, and tell them everybody invited. I'm having the time of my life. Everything is going alright. Ooh, I just made them look twice. This is how it feels when you living that good life. I'm just living that good life. I'm just living that good life. I'm just living that good life.